It's R&B with another weekly check-in. Well, another 2 week weekly check-in, I guess you can say. You see the pain on my fingers. I just finished working a couple hours ago, and as soon as I got home, I started doing stuff, so I haven't gotten a chance to shower. But it's okay. I still stay fresh. So it's actually been 2 weeks since I last checked in. I've massively recalibrated how I've been living. I switched up my diet. I was planning on being on. I was planning on being on completely raw food. Nah, I ain't gonna talk about my diet. Push this is a scam. I did sell a couple things on my eBay store, and as you can see, I actually made some bread in there. It's not as much as I want to because I haven't found the time to find my specific niche of items that I'm going to sell on there. But as soon as I find the time, I'm definitely going to elevate that. And I think I found my niche, but like I said, I'm not going to say too much about it because this specific thing, I kind of want to keep it under wraps until I really take it off the ground. So we'll leave that as it is. As far as my whip, my Trailblazer is still sitting. I got the money to fix it. I gotta find the time now because I'm working on this pretty big painting project. I actually been putting in work for this thing, man. There's like this loft in Tremont, and this thing has like fucking 15-foot plus walls on it, and it has all types of baseboards and stuff. And I should be finishing up the painting for that this weekend, and I got paid a decent amount for that. So I'm in business. I got like a moving job coming up. I got like a tree debris slash like slight home renovation project coming up. I just finished a project in a plaza where I did some patching. I've been getting some decently paying jobs lately, and I still haven't found a way to make $500 a day, to be honest. The most that I've made in a day lately is probably like 250 in one day. That's not the most that I've made in one day though. The most I've made in one day off of manual labor so far has been like $700. But it's possible, and I'm figuring it out. And I think by compounding my sales and my flips with my manual labor, I can definitely do that. Now, if I'm able to keep enough supplies and also flip them enough to make the amount of money that I want to make per day, then that should do it as well. And I also have some ideas for e-commerce. But yeah, other than that, man, we just been working at it. I actually have a list of data right now that I've been recording for 7 weeks, and I actually think I peaked on week 6, and then on week 7 I kind of declined. And the main thing that changed in between those 2 weeks was my diet, believe it or not. In the week that my numbers declined for everything, as far as my productivity and increased in the areas of leisure and social involvement or social stuff, I actually was eating Chipotle and cilantro that whole week. Literally, like I ate Chipotle for like 2 weeks straight. And as a vegan, it's pretty convenient because it's organic, it's fresh normally, and it has the ingredients that I need to get pretty sustained and for a decent price. Not this is not an endorsement for Chipotle, but it gave me some sustenance. But I actually found some time this past weekend to go to the grocery store, and I went ahead and got some goods from there. So I should be good for like the next week off of those. So I'm just gonna keep those for now. And I actually added a category to my spreadsheet of the numbers that I've been crunching because I've been saving data to account for as much time that I'm spending on everything throughout the day as possible. I added a category on my spread list that shows how much gross profit I made within any particular day, and then the amount of net profit that I made on any given day, just so I can keep full account of all the money that I'm making and all of the money that I'm spending, just so that I can be realistic about how much money I'm getting and how I'm maximizing that and utilizing it. So we really gonna double down on that. And as I'm approaching the end of this 12 weeks, main goal has been to figure out how to make 500 plus a day and still have time to work on stuff that I deem important. You know, I don't really consider leisure important. A lot of people like to watch movies to kick back. A lot of people like to watch sports to kick back. A lot of people like to smoke or drink or go to the bar or stuff like that. I generally don't really relax. Like my version of relaxing, I guess you could call it relaxing, is reading or doing research. Like literally doing research. Like looking at research topics. I got this huge list of research topics in my notes. I'm talking like a huge list. And if I ever get bored, which I don't get bored because I got a never ending to do list on top of my daily tasks that I stick to every day. But if I ever come to a point where I'm like, dang, like what can I be doing right now? Then I'll reach into my research notes and I'll grab a research topic and look into that. But I'm normally doing stuff. But I say that to say I have a bunch of categories on my chart, right? I've been crunching numbers and I've been coming to conclusions. And the major conclusion is that this is my first 12-week year, right? This is my first 12-week year. And it's my first time really pushing everything into a 12-week time span. So it's very challenging for me, for one. I have seen a spike in my productivity and my creativity because I've been looking to really spike my numbers up, and I've been having to account for everything, every action that I take, you know, and it's not pretty seeing the numbers of like 2+ hours spent on social media per day, or, you know, over an hour socializing with people. That time adds up over a weekly span, you know. It can add up to 10+ hours that easily that we spending on complete leisure. And that's not fine with me, you know. That doesn't sit right with me. So I want to refine that. And I think that I'll really start to see results in these last 4 weeks because I'm on week 8. I think weeks 9 through 12 are where I'm going to yield the most results from, because right now I have to do a major reset. It's like, okay, boom, I finally found the time and I have the bread to work on my whip. I just have to finish this project up and then I can work on that. And then I can bust a few moves in that with having a larger vehicle. Outside of that, it's up to me whether I want to put money in a stash or Bitcoin or Solana or Helium or whatever one of these cryptocurrencies is going to help me to make money while my money is just sitting. I'm focused on finding one of those and investing in them. Stash is decent, you know, it can do something for me, but the key word is it can. It's not like my money is gonna grow super tall sitting in that. I have a greater chance if I look into a booming cryptocurrency and I'm really putting my money into that, you know, after doing the adequate research. So there's that. As far as pushed, I think it's a scam. Like I've been checking it and the price went up to like what, 11 cents, and there's still no indication of them releasing it into a public space or even making it into a public store where people can use Bitcoin to trade goods. So there's that. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that is like, should I have really invested as much time into this as I did? You know, especially like the whole Forex thing, because I have a Hugo's Way account and they have a broker that you can use with the app that they provide to trade with. The app that they provide to trade with is shitty though. So I don't see a point in trading with that. So my Forex kind of got pulled back because of that. Like, kind of turned me off. And I'm like, man, I'm not finna continue to even try using Forex through this app, because there's a good chance that if I compound some money and try and do larger trades, then I could miss out on money. I don't want to do that. So I'm pulling away from that, and I'm going to find a new broker. The three biggest priorities of my journey, right? My 12-week journey and my 6-month journey is, damn. Well, I know the first priority is music. And I know that another one was Forex. Oh my gosh, how could I forget the herbal healing community? Oh my gosh, man. Oh, my apologies, y'all. I've been so busy, wrapped up in other stuff and this manual labor and stuff. I haven't even really invested my time into the herbal healing community. And, you know, I got the ebooks sitting. The ebooks are completed for that. And I could definitely, I could launch the herbal healing courses, and I could launch healing materials, right? Like my own sea moss and herbs and stuff like that. But the thing is, I gotta make sure that if I sell something, that for one, it's safe to consume, and that I won't be liable if anybody gets injured or if anybody gets sick. And also, I gotta make sure that it's legal to sell them, you know, just so that I won't have to face bans from different platforms and any type of legal trouble as well. So I've been thinking about that heavy, and I have to look into the legalities of that. And I'm not really rushing when it comes to the herbal stuff. So it's just like the bulk of my time has been spent towards manual labor. And right now I see myself really gritting it out for the next 4 weeks and figuring out what I want to do outside of this genuine labor, because the genuine labor has yielded me the highest return on investment, in which this case my investment is time. So I have to make sure that I'm getting the most money for my time, right? Well, there you go, manual labor for now. Like I said, in the meantime, we're going to get this eBay store bracking. We're going to continue with this music as always. And we're going to get more content rolled out for everybody that's listening. You know, even if it's to y'all, I still appreciate you. And I'm sure that there's something that you can get out of this. So, yeah, let's keep it going, man. If you're interested in seeing the rest of my 6-month 100K journey, please like and subscribe, man. It means a lot. And you'll definitely get value as we go down the road, because I'm pretty sure that most people out here in the same position as me. You know, I recently discovered that 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but a large percentage of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So it's like, I'm not necessarily living paycheck to paycheck, and I'm not working a day job, but if I was to start fooling around, I'll be right there. So it's like we almost neck and neck, man. Trust and believe. Like, you have the same odds as me if you're willing to put in the same type and amount of work and have the same positive mindset. And if you're resourceful enough to use all of the information that you find to your advantage. So let's see where we can take this. Let's see how far I can take this within 6 months. Like I said, I'm fully committed. We're going to keep it going. I'm signing out.